All right, good morning. Let's just go ahead and start with a nice good tap of the toe. Out and in. Heels up, right, and left. All right, right foot only. We're gonna rock. Toe, heel, heel. So we're trying to lift the toe, lift the heel. 4, 3. All right, switching sides. Lift the toe, lift the heel. Try to go nice and high, especially with lifting the toe. You want to strengthen the muscles on the front of your leg. Good, heels to the front, bicep curl. So just a nice good heel tap. 4, 2. All right, toes to the back, we're going to push. So we're tapping our toes back, dancing to the music while we wipe off the table. 8, 7, 4, 3, tap it to the side, reach across the body. So remember, we're just warming up, and throughout this entire workout, go at your own speed. So don't worry about trying to keep up with me. Reach the arms up. So we can add a little bit of a side bend, reach just a little bit higher. 4, 3. All right, wood chops right in the center. So up and back. So you can also just start with a nice good morning. So I do the whole practice with my hands, one on top of the other. All right, we're gonna add some arms up and back. So think we're skiing. So palms in, thumbs up, thumbs to the ceiling, pinkies behind you. 2. All right, slow squats right here. So down, 2, up, 2, down, and up. So slow, listen to your body. Down and up a little bit faster, down and up. So a little shallower. So we just sit those hips back, chest stays lifted, little tuck of that core. High right, low left, up and down. Good, 4 more. 4, 2. All right, switching sides, low to high, down and up. So we're starting to wake up the core, wake up our spine. I don't expect you to do a 180. I just want you to reach for your hip, then reach for your shoulder. All right, bring it in. Forward step, take it back. So a little weight shifting, it doesn't have to be a lunge. 2, side step and reach right here, out and in. So we're getting a little bit of inner and outer thigh movement with those hips. 3, 2, backward step, open and close. So for this one, we're gonna open and close at the arms, and we're gonna start to drop that back knee down towards the floor. So I'm not pushing my knee forwards. 2, all right, in the center, circle the hip, up and back, bring it around. So the warm-up is the time to notice which parts of your body are talking to you. Last one. Good, other leg. And for some reason, probably slept wrong. My right knee is not real happy right now. So it just means I'm going to be nice to it. All right, jog or power march. So good jog, good power march. Whatever feels better. 8, 7, 4, 3, jumping jacks out and in. Option 1, full jacks right here. Option 2, good side tap. Option 3, side step. 4, 3, heel curls. High impact is a jog. We know our options. Low impact is a big hamstring curl. Want you to get those arms going as well. So we got to warm up our body. Skaters right here, side step. Good cross behind. So side step, reach. You can keep it low impact, nothing wrong with that. 4, 3, march it out, shake it out. Grab a quick drink of water. And if you want to, if you're gonna need some modifications today, you can grab a chair. I'm going to run through the 8 exercises that we're going to do today. So the first one is gonna be fast feet, hop forward, hop back. Now you can fast march forward and back, yes? Then we're going to do a sumo squat curl to stand. So you're gonna hold a weight or 2 weights. Wide squat, curl, and stand. Third exercise is a burpee with a jumping jack. So you're going to take it back, hop it forwards, and then you're going to do a jumping jack, okay? Then we're going to do a lunge, hold, overhead press. Then we have side shuffle, cross behind, side shuffle, cross behind. You can side step it and curtsy, side step and curtsy. Then we're going to do in a plank 4 rows. So 4 rows, 4, 3, 2, 1, hop forwards, hop back. You can also just do 4 rows and then stand up and do 4 rows. So you don't have to do the burpee part. And actually you're gonna stand all the way up for that one. So 4 rows, stand up, take it back, 4 rows. Then we're gonna do a push up. Then we do so we're gonna do a push up and then we're gonna do bear and take it back. And then we're gonna be on the floor and we're gonna do skull crushers with a leg lower. Yes? It'll make sense, I promise. It's all fun. So we are gonna do 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest. We had new exercises today, so I wanted to make sure I demonstrated them a little better for everybody. So we're gonna start with our fast feet, hop forwards and back. 8 exercises, 3 rounds is my goal. 4, 3, 2, 1, good. So you're gonna do runs, hop forward, hop back. Runs, hop forward, hop back. Now remember, you have the option. Fast feet, little hop, little hop. So you don't have to do a full jump. You can kind of think the ground is wet. We want to do a little hop and a little hop. Just remember, we want to lead with the other leg periodically, okay? Good runs, forward and back. Good, 10 seconds to go. And we're gonna do our sumo squat with our bicep curls. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab weights for bicep curls. You can do 1 or you can do 2. You can do palms facing forwards, palms facing in. Wide stance, nice and tall. Hands are gonna be in front. Sumo squat, curl, stand up tall, and then down. So squat, curl, stand, and down. So I want you to think about a wider squat today versus we usually do hip width. Today I want you to think about taking your legs wide, toes pointing out, and wherever your toes are pointing, your knees are pointing. Now if your hips are really tight, you may have to turn your toes in a little bit to get the knees to go where you want them to. We don't want toes out and knees pushing forwards. Toes out, knees out. Good, last one. All right, bring it up. We're going to do our burpee with our jack. So when we do our burpee with our jack, wide legs, step it back, step it forward wide, bring it in, jack out. Your time is on. So step it back narrow, step it forward wide. Yes, you can do low impact jacks. So step it back, bring it forwards, tap in, tap in. You can step it back, hop forwards, and do a full jack. Your choice. So low impact or high, always, always. This is our cardio. You want to step it back, step it forwards, tap in, tap in. We want to go back into a nice good plank. We don't want to let our body shift backwards. Good, bring it up. Jack and jack. So when we do our plank, don't shift your entire body, just step back and open the hips. Iso lunge hold, overhead press. Good, so we're holding a lunge, pressing overhead. So I want you to think, even if it's a mini lunge and it's not a big one, weight is in the front leg, back heel is lifted and your back knee is bent and kind of pointing towards the floor. Now you can be more upright and have that back heel lifted, but I want you to try to sink down, mini lunge. If your arm does not like overhead work today, I want you to do a side raise instead. Can you go a little lower into your lunge? A little lower. Got 7 seconds. Next round, we do the other side. Third round, we're gonna alternate, and we're gonna do some stepping. Good, weights down. We have our shuffle ball change or our side step with our curtsy. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, so a nice good shuffle and a little change. So it's kind of like a little curtsy. Shuffle, push, shuffle, push. Now you can side step and curtsy behind, but I want you to think about those arms. Forward, and back. If you want to, you can take the arms up overhead. If you need to get your heart rate up a little bit more, keeping it low impact, arms up is going to be a little more challenging than arms forwards, but that is an option for you. Or shuffle, cross, shuffle, cross. Good, 3, 2, and 1. All right, plank position, 4 rows, and then you're gonna stand up and go back into your plank. I'm gonna do the easier upright version first. Here we go, so forward fold, 4 rows, 3, 2, 1, and then you're going to stand up tall. So good, forward fold, hips back, deadlift move, 4 rows, bring it up, nice and tall. If you want to, you can do a plank. I'm gonna do 4 rows on one side to be nice to my wrist. Set the weight down, hop forwards, stand up, hop back, other arm, 4 rows. You pick what feels good for you today. So the goal is to get 4 rows and to do a deadlift, good, last one, or that little mini burpee. All right, push up with our bear. Push up with our bear. So at an incline, you're gonna do 1 push up, down and up, and then you can walk the feet forward into a bear, walk it back into a plank. Down, up. If you prefer, you can do 2 mountain climbers. So 1 push up, down and up, mountain climber, mountain climber. If you're on the ground, push up, lift up onto your toes, walk it to a bear, walk it backwards, drop to your knees. 1 push up, lift up, bear, plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, on the floor, skull crushers with a leg lower. You can absolutely stay up and do tricep kickbacks if you don't want to go to the floor. Perfect option. 2 and 1. So our arms are up. Skull crusher and a leg lower. Now you can do the skull crusher and a leg lower at the same time if you'd like, or stay standing. You can do tricep kickbacks. You always have options. So we're hoping to do 3 rounds. So maybe the first 2 rounds, you stay standing the entire time. And the 3rd round, you join us down on the floor. So bend the elbows, reach those arms back. Good squeeze, good core posture, whether you're standing, last one, or whether you are on the floor. Bring yourself up, seated position if you were on the floor. We're going to take a short rest, grab a drink. Round one is done. We're gonna go through and do 2 more rounds after this, is our plan. So come up to standing, move your feet. So nice good roll of the shoulders. We're gonna get ready to run through those 8 exercises again. Make it as easy or as challenging as you need to. All right, in 8, 7, 4, 3, fast feet hop. So fast feet, hop forwards, hop back. Fast feet, step forward, step back. Now if you want to, you can do hop and hop. And you can look wall to wall, your choice. You can do a lot of different stuff. So just think 4, 3, 2, 1, hop and hop. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now remember, you can just march, fast feet, step forward, step back. This is your cardio. Little bit of impact. If you want, fast feet, bunny hop. Bunny hop might be easier than trying to go forwards and backwards. All right, sumo squat, curl to stand. So we're gonna take our legs wide. Toes pointing forwards or a little bit out to the side. Here we go, squat, curl, stand up tall, down, down, up. So think you're squatting down, picking something up, right? Some of you might have kids, grandkids. I don't know if we have great grandkids yet, but you're gonna squat down. You're gonna pick up a pet, something heavy off of the floor. We're gonna brace our core. So for this one, we don't wanna bend over. So if you feel like you're pulling up and crunching in, I want you to think chest up, down, curl, lift. 2 and 1. All right, weights down. Burpee with a jumping jack. So chair, countertop, or all the way down to the floor. Here we go, so take it down. Step back to a plank, step wide when you come up. 1 jumping jack. Step it back. Step or hop forwards. Good jumping jack. Now if you need to, squat, down, in, jack. Squat, reach for the floor. This is a little bit more of a runner's lunge. Just think, we've got to get up and down off the floor, right? Yes, we do. Down, back, in, jack. Down, back. This is an option. Good, 3, 2, and 1. All right, isometric lunge, overhead press. We're gonna go for our other leg, So 1 foot in front, take that leg back. I want you to be in a mini lunge, shoulders over your hips. Shoulders over your hips. So nice and tall. It doesn't have to be a big lunge. You can see my knee is barely bent, but I am getting good balance work here. Good core work, good glute squeeze. Show me the end of your weight. That's gonna be a little more of a safe position right here. Neutral shoulder position. We got 15 seconds left. Can you go just a little bit deeper into that lunge? We should not feel pain and pressure in our front knee. If you do, check and make sure that you're not pushing that knee forwards. Drop the back knee. Good, weights down. Here's our shuffle ball change, or you can do double touch. 3, 2, and 1. So double touch, curtsy, double touch, curtsy. So reaching up, reach for the floor right here. You can make it a bigger curtsy, cross it behind, a little bit of a bigger lunge. Low impact does not have to mean easy and chill. Low impact can mean a little more intense. You just don't do as much jumping, which is okay. Shuffle, curtsy. Kind of wish I had a little bit more space. Curtsy. All right, bring it in. 4 rows, hop to stand, okay? Or 4 rows in a deadlift. 2, 1, brace your core, hips back. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna stand nice and tall. Now you can be on the floor. They call these renegade rows when you're holding a plank, or even when you're holding a bird dog. So you can be on your knees. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step or hop forwards, stand up tall. Optional, absolutely. Do what feels good. If you're doing incline planks, sometimes it's easier to do one side and then do the other. 3, 2, and 1. All right, on the floor at an incline, push up, and then you're gonna bring it to a bear and then back. All right, now if you just wanna do push-ups, that's okay too. Good, so if you're down on the floor, push up, I lift up onto my toes, step forward to bear, step back to plank, drop to my knees. Do a good push-up, lift up onto my toes, forward into bear, backwards into plank. If you prefer, you can be on a countertop. Do your good push-up, mountain climber, mountain climber. So that's if you're doing a high incline. If you're doing a lower incline, so say a chair or an ottoman, you can still kind of walk yourself forward into a bear and then walk it back to a plank. 3, 2, and 1. All right, tricep kickbacks or skull crushers with a leg lower. So all the way up, nice good skull crusher, take it down, bring it back. Low back is pulled in towards the floor if you're lying on the floor. So we take it down, bring it back up. Now you can do just a skull crusher and then do your leg lower, or you can do like I am and do them both at the same time. You usually want to do one leg at a time versus 2. Doing 2, you frequently pull your low back off the floor, and we want to try to avoid that. We want to keep that low back glued in, belly button towards the spine. Deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, last one. All right, set the weights off to the side. If you're on the floor, come up to a seated position. Grab a quick drink of water. 2 rounds done. We've got 1 more round to go. So when you're ready, come up to standing. We're gonna do 1 more round of that. Adjust as necessary. So this time when we do our isometric lunges with our overhead presses, we're going to step back or forward into lunges. So we're gonna add a little bit of movement. All right, 8, 7, 4, 3, fast feet with our hops right here. So fast feet, forward and back. Now if you want to, you can do fast feet side to side. Yes, you can ski and ski. Now notice when I ski, I'm not knocking my knees are doing a lot of hips out. So you can do a little bit of something, just a little bit, even if it's just a bunny hop in the middle, a little bit of plyometrics, but you control it. You control your feet and your knees. Your knees are kind of like the shock absorbers on your car. They're meant to absorb a little bit of impact. 2 and 1. All right, sumo squats, bicep curls. So nice and tall, wide stance, toes are turned out or a little bit in. Here we go, so take it down. Curl, bring it up, arms down. You can change your hand position, palms up or palms in. Sometimes palms in just feels better, but it's good to switch it out every now and again. You'll notice when I take this down, I'm not bending forwards. I'm sitting. So it's okay if your hips, knees, and ankles are a little tight, if your squat is little. I'd rather have a little bit of a little squat than to have you doing a big bend forward. So we don't want to go down and forward fold. You shouldn't feel like you're really using your biceps to lift the weights up. Good, last one. Bring it up. Burpee with a jack. Remember your options. You have lots, probably way too many. 3, 2, 1, good. So take it down, step it back, step or hop forwards to a wide stance, jack and jack. Squat it down, hands down, plank, forward, up. Low impact is great. If you want to, step back, hop forwards, step or hop for your jacks. Take it back. So your speed, you have lots of options. If you don't have a chair, you don't have an ottoman, take it down, runner's lunge, bring it up wide, 2 jacks. So reach for the floor as close as you can get. This is our runner's lunge option. So this is a runner's lunge right here. Bring it up. Good. Bring it in, shake it out. Isometric lunge, overhead presses. You can do both arms at the same time with 1 dumbbell, or you can grab 2 dumbbells. We're gonna do our lunges. Here we go. So lunge, press, step together. Lunge, press, together. If you want, lunge, together, then press. So if your knees are bugging you, you can just do good overhead presses. If you're done with the shoulders, you can just do lunges. But if you can, combine the 2. So slow and steady, this is your strength work right here. So core brace, shoulders over hips, knees, they are gonna move a little forwards, but we don't wanna push them. Good, last one. We don't wanna push them so far forward that we feel like our heels wanna lift off the floor. All right, shuffle ball change or double touch with a curtsy. 2 and 1, here we go. So double touch, good curtsy. This is your low impact. So arms high. If you can do a little hop switch in the middle, go for it. If you can do a big one, step. So you decide, bring it up. You can also go just a little bit faster. Big circles, good reach. Now there's happy hands. Two and 1. All right, 4 rows in a deadlift or 4 renegade rows and a half burpee. Or almost a full burpee. We're just not doing the push-ups. All right, here we go. So good plank. 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we come up into that burpee, stand up nice and tall, or we do our 4 rows right here. And then we just do a nice good deadlift. Bring it up. This is our last round, so I encourage you to challenge yourself just a little bit, whatever that may be. That could be heavier weights. It could be trying to do rows on the floor or at an incline. Good. 3, 2, and 1. All right, push-ups, and then go from plank to bear, or push-ups with a couple of mountain climbers. 4, 3, 2, 1. So a nice good push-up, down and up, knee drive, or down, up. Keep your body in position. Bring the knees in like you're trying to do a little tuck, like a dead bug, then take it back out again. If you're doing this against a countertop, because it's so high, it would be better to do your push-up and 2 mountain climbers. Push-up and 2 climbers. But if you're on an ottoman or the seat of a chair, I want you to try coming into a bear and then going back out again. Now you can always take out the push-up and just do plank, bear, plank, bear. Good. All the way up onto our backs for our skull crushers with our leg lowers. This is our last exercise. So all the way down, arms up, legs up. Here we go. So slowly lower, squeeze to bring it back up. Slowly lower. Bring it up. If you're staying up, really think. Try to get a good forward fold, keeping that tall posture and that neutral spine. Elbows pointing back behind you. So if you're standing, elbows pointing back, lift it towards your hips. Good extension. Think about leading with that pinky, straightening that elbow. If you're on the floor, slowly lower the weight to either side of your head by your ears. They don't have to touch the floor. Straightening the elbow is what's going to get us that good squeeze. Last one. That's going to get our triceps stronger. All right, let's bring it up to a seated position, or you can lay on your back for a moment. We're going to grab a quick drink of water, and then we're going to do a little bit of stretching. I know I had a couple people do the mobility workout with me on Saturday, and it felt really good. I really needed that. So if you need to do a little bit of mobility work, just head over to my channel on YouTube. It's a free video, just a nice good mobility workout. It felt really good on the hips. All right, we're gonna bring it in, hands by our hips. We're gonna do our internal, external rotation. So if you get the newsletter I sent out, remember I think it was last week, was our 90-day plan. What is our 90-day plan for the rest of the year? And one of my options was to do mobility work at least once a week. And so I was able to get that in on Saturday. Of course, my other goal was to walk every day, and that has failed pretty substantially. I am not walking every day, and I should be. All right, good. Let's take it over to the right, and we're going to try to sit up nice and tall. Try to get as close to a 90 as you can. Right here, we're going to turn over this front leg, and if you're comfortable, we're going to fold forwards. Reach the arms out, sit into that hip. And I will say I've been doing a lot of cleaning, so I am getting in more physical activity than I do when I don't clean apartments. All right, let's bring it up. We're going to take it over to the other side. Same thing. It doesn't have to be perfectly 90. Bend your knees as you need to. But our goal is to try to get close to 90, being able to sit up tall, turning over that front knee. And then we're just going to fold ourselves forwards. So getting a good stretch on that outer thigh, on that front leg. All right, bring it up. We're gonna take that bottom leg and we're just gonna slide it underneath the top one and come over to hands and knees. So shoulders down away from the ears. Good, hands and knees position. We're going to inhale, gentle arch of the back. Exhale, we're gonna round our spine. Good, so nice, good inhale and exhale. Good, one more time. Inhale, exhale. Bring it into the center. We're gonna take our hips and we're gonna do a little arch of the back, push the hips to the right, round our spine to the middle, then push our hips over to the left. So we're kind of doing hip circles. So hip circles. So we're gonna do a few one direction. Let's do one more. Good, now we're gonna go the other direction. So gentle arch of the back, push the hips to the left, round the spine to the center, push the hips to the right. You can go slow. I want you to think nice, good hips. Really think about your movement, what your body is doing. Good, bring it back into the center. Now we're gonna find that happy middle between an arch and a round. Pull the shoulders down, brace your core, lock those elbows. We're gonna do shoulder circles. So we're gonna take our shoulders up by our ears, pull them back, then pull them down to pull ourselves slightly forwards, and then back. So we're just doing nice, good shoulder circles. We are gonna move forward and back. Really brace the core to make sure that we are not doing a rounding and an arching of the spine. It's all shoulders. Good, we're gonna go the other direction. So we're gonna push away, pull ourselves forwards, squeeze in the back, and then bring them up by the ears. Now you're gonna find one direction works really well, and one direction does not. Good, let's go ahead and sit it back, hips to heels, reach those hands out. Child's pose, giving those wrists a break. We're gonna take our right hand, put it into the small of our back, and we're gonna open the right shoulder towards the ceiling. Take the left arm and the left ear towards the floor. Good, bring it in, switching over to the other side. Left hand into the small of the back. Open the left shoulder towards the ceiling. It might not go very far, and that's okay. Good, bring it back into the center, coming up to hands and knees. Take the right foot by the right hand. Back leg, you're gonna extend it back as far as you can. We're gonna take elbow towards the floor, and then we're gonna open towards the ceiling. Now, if you need to have your hands here, you can still take elbow down and you can still open. So just a good reach. Open up. Good, bring it back. We're gonna switching sides. So left foot by the left hand. Left elbow is gonna go down towards the floor. And then we're gonna open towards the ceiling. Good, last one. Take it down, bring it up. Let's bring it all the way back up to a full kneeling stance. Option one hand reaches back for the other. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. We're gonna lengthen the arms, straighten the elbows. So think about reaching down. Then when you're ready, you can reach up. For my yogis, my more flexible students, you know you can do your low back arch. Release, bring it into the center. Strong leg comes in front. Hands on the thighs, folding forwards. Push up nice and tall with that front leg. Yes, you can use a chair if it's nearby. Right arm, give yourself a nice good pat on the back. Good, switching sides. Left arm, pat on the back. You can support from high, or you can give yourself a little bit of support lower down as well. Bring it in. Right arm is going to go behind your back. Left arm, you're going to grab that right arm and you're going to pull and you're gonna lean towards your chicken winged arm. If this doesn't feel good, reach the arm down towards the floor and lean away. Good, turn and look at your armpit. Turn and look towards the ceiling. Look back to the front, and we're gonna nod our head yes. Good, release, bring it up, switching sides, left arm behind the back, right arm is gonna grab it and kind of help pull it over, give yourself a chicken wing. Lean away from that shoulder. So the one behind your back, you're trying to lean away from it. Good, turn and look at your armpit. Look towards the ceiling. Look towards the front, and we're gonna nod our head yes. So we're tilted, we're adding in a good nod. Good, release, bring it in the center. Big breath in, spread your fingers. Exhale, kitty cat claws. So you're bending just your knuckles. Good, big breath in and out. And you are all done.